32-yard line. Well, make it to 30.
Bucky's a 6'3", 245. And Dunsky's about the same size.
Back next to Gunnels. Trips to the right. Running back shifts. Gunnels in trouble. Goes down about the 32-yard line, the 22-yard line for a loss. Almost 10-yard loss.
You know, Tom, you're just your defensive linemen have the luxury of just teeing off on the quarterback because the Raiders just haven't been able to sustain any running game in the interior part of that line, so they don't even have to think about play and run. They're just, you know, it's like 3rd and long for a defensive lineman every time.
2nd down, about 20 yards to go. Gunnels back to throw. There's a whistle and a flag, I guess. Why else would they blow the whistle?
Procedure again. Well, this is going to go against Neshaminy.
Yep, encroachment.
No need to cheat on the head start.
75 yards and penalties. 2nd 13. Gunnels has it back to his right. Receivers to each side. Low snap. He scoops it up, hands it off, and there's nothing. Well, he got he stopped for about a 2-yard, 3-yard loss. Back at about the 25-yard line.
You know, I hate to keep saying the same thing, but, you know, people watching and the coaches, when they look at the film, and the players too, they're going to see it. I mean, that's, you know, you try to run the ball to keep the defensive line honest, and you're just unsuccessful at it. You don't have any choice but to throw it.
Slot left, receiver right. Gunnels back to throw. Rolling right, looking, fires, almost intercepted. Trying to get it to Hogue there, who was down on his knees to try to get it, but it was tipped away incomplete by Demisio Cooper.
And Riley really doesn't have much choice other than to try to sometimes force one in there where he didn't have a guy as open there. I mean, 4 defenders and 2 receivers in the area, and you know, he's trying to make something happen, and it's just not there for him tonight. That's all for the team.
Moyer to punt. I'm not sure why they have these incredible wait times here. Good snap. No rush. Gets a high punt away. It's fumbled and still loose. It looks like Ocean City might have it.
I think you're right.
At the 46, whoever's got it.
Nope.
I think that might have been Will McGinn.
Yeah, Gunther was right there, but the person who came away with the ball was McGinn. And the Raiders are going to get a little bit of life. You know, we'll see if that turnover can spark some inspiration, so to speak.
On the 47-yard line of Neshaminy. 1st and 10. Receivers to each side. Gunnels back to throw. Steps up into the pocket, looking, spins out of a tackle, and gets 3 hard yards inside the 45.
Yeah. He's probably, well, no question, he's gained more yardage than anybody else tonight. Some of it by design, some of it by necessity.
That's about 2 yards actually on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 8, ball on the 45. More receivers coming on for Ocean City.
You almost wonder if they go back to that play where he gained the 30 yards or whatever straight up the middle.
Hogue is now the running back. And he gets the ball, and he's got some room. 1st down to the 35-yard line.
Wow. Dunsky was right there, too, and he just faked him out and went around to the left.
So 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line.
Shifty.
Yeah. Final 2 minutes here of the 3rd quarter. Neshaminy on top 14-0. Ocean City gets their last receiver, Ricky Wetzel, in place. And again, it's Hogue. And Hogue's inside the 35 to the 33. Second and 7. They move it back to the 34, so it's more like 2nd and 8. Officials always have to move the ball.
Yeah. Ask the Dallas Cowboys that.
Hogue again will be next to Gunnels. Wing back on the right. Hogue gets it again. And he's down to about the 31, where it'll be 3rd down, about 5 yards to go.
Again, trying to get something moving in that run game.
His movements are so quick. And he's going to remain. No, he's going to go out as a receiver now.
And the quarter's going to end before the next play.
All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Ocean City, after recovering a fumbled punt, threatening. We'll see what happens. They're facing a 3rd down. Dino's Seaville Diner has been serving Cape May County and the Jersey Shore with great homemade meals since 1977. Family owned and operated. They're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dino's specializes in seafood straight from the docks of Cape May and has the area's largest kids menu. Breakfast is served all day at Dino's. Check them out at dinosdiner.com, where you can browse their menu and specials and order online. You can also phone Dino's at 609-624-3100 for takeout. And bring your own bottle to Dino's Seaville Diner, Route 50, just off Route 9, only minutes away from everywhere. Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. Learn to play bridge at the library, improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, trivia contests, Dungeons and Dragons, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson. Visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. All right, it's 3rd and about 5 for Ocean City on the 31-yard line, maybe right on the 30. It's right around there. Again, Hogue in the backfield. Play action, passes too long.
And I think a low snap. It just seemed a little, he got rid of it in a hurry, and I don't think the receiver was quite far enough out there to be able to get that. Might be another penalty here.
Encroachment. And I don't know if they got a 1st down.
And that might be the reason that Riley Gunnels let go of the ball as quickly as he did.
They're just short of. Wait a minute. Nope, he got the 1st down. Penalty gets the 1st down.
Boy, it's the one thing that Neshaminy has not done well is avoid penalties. They probably have at least a dozen penalties. Feel like it.
No, they have 12. 80 yards, which is the most important thing. No, actually, they've stopped so many plays. Gunnels in trouble, and he's down for a loss of many yards, probably about 10. We'll see where they finally spot it. Now, wait a minute. They're moving the ball all the way up inside the 35-yard line.
Where's forward progress stopped?
I guess.
That's a break.
2nd and about 14 or 15 yards to go. No, maybe a little more than that. So it's 2nd and 18. Gunnels being chased and tackled outside the 45-yard line.
They just.
That was Jack Dunkley, the 6'4", 240-pound defensive tackle.
They just have no answer up front to stop that. It's been all game long. Those big horses up front, Gary Degenhart used to say, those big heroes. Well, when they have that much freedom to get in after the quarterback, they have no chance.
So it's third, about 28 yards to go, and they're going to leave Gunnels into the backfield and put out 5 receivers. He tries to step up, and he can't. He's brought down again at the 46-yard line, at Ocean City's 46-yard line. So Ocean City had a 1st and 10 at the 26, 27-yard line, and they end up back on their own 48, and they're going to punt.
Yeah, it's, there's not much you can say. I mean, they're just dominating on that line of scrimmage. Something the Raiders will be working on, I'm sure. I mean, you can't even double team them.
Moyer, that is 34, waits the snap. Don't go anywhere, folks. It'll be a wait.
It is kind of a
good snap. This one's a little shorter. Takes a good bounce. It's down close to the 10-yard line. He's punted well.
Yep. And after you muff a punt, you kind of have a tendency maybe to want to stay away from the next one unless it's right to you.
Exactly. And plus, you got a 14-point lead with 10 minutes to go. 9 minutes, 9:44.
And the ball.
Correct.
And the ability to run the football and take time off the clock. Raiders need a turnover to really have any opportunity to, and they need a turnover down here.
Well, they got that turnover on the punt. They couldn't do anything with it. Where is that ball? Right on the 10? Barnett doesn't get much there.
Yeah, I think they started on the 9, Tom, and
Barnett didn't gain anything there, so it's 2nd and 10.
Pickenich on the stop. Looks like the ball is about the 7, Tom.
They lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Baker. And there's movement. Looked like Ocean City jumped over.
Yeah, 2 guys. The question is, were they drawn off? Because they both moved at the same time.
No. They signaled encroachment. So that gives them 5 yards. It's now 2nd and about 6 or 7.
Gives Neshaminy now 2nd down and 6, and also more breathing room. Get out beyond the 10.
Baker waits the snap. Barnett.
Hands it off to him again.
And he runs through a tackle, cuts away from another, keeps his balance, tries to juke a guy. He's caught from behind, but he's got the 1st down out across the 25, out maybe the 26 or 27.
Yeah, I think Hogan was just kind of hanging on to that ankle and trying to get some help.
13th 1st down for Neshaminy.
Yeah, they'll just keep it on the ground and eat that clock up. 8.5 minutes left. I remember the last time the Raiders have been shut out.
That was 2019 by Shawnee in the South Jersey final. Now here's a timeout.
I'm impressed you didn't even have to look that one up.
Timeout with 8:14 remaining in the 4th quarter. Neshaminy leads it 14-0. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend, and they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at Gillians.com. You know, we haven't mentioned Neshaminy's nickname in this broadcast, and I'll say it once. They're the Redskins. 3 or 4 years ago, there was over 150 high schools with that nickname. Now there's less than 40, and it's going down every year. But Neshaminy, they spend $500,000 fighting a name change, and they need to rethink that. I think eventually Neshaminy will find a new nickname. I hope it's soon, because it's a slur. Running room off the left side for Barnett, and he picks it out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. One interesting, other interesting item about that, but there was a student who graduated a few years ago who had Native American heritage. They made up a special yearbook for him that never mentioned the nickname. So that kind of indicates they knew there was something wrong with it.
I get that. I get that nickname, and yet other ones like the Braves, that's to me, that's an honor.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The Braves.
I agree with you. Braves, Warriors, Chiefs. Though, if you're the Braves, the Warriors, or the Chiefs, and you got somebody dancing around in a headdress, that's not good. And the chop that they do in Atlanta and things like that. Anyway, it's moving in the right direction. It just hasn't moved in Neshaminy yet.
Doesn't sound like they're willing to have it move either.
Well, neither was 150 other schools, but
look how long it took the Washington Redskins to do that.
And I never understood that, because if anything, it would improve their marketing, because people have to buy all new shirts and hats and stuff like that with the new name. I didn't think the Cleveland Indians needed to change their name.
I didn't either. They needed to change their mascot, maybe.
Yeah, the Nakahoma or what? Oh, here's running room. Barnett, 3 guys chasing him, and they catch him, but he's already down inside the Ocean City 30.
I think that was Moyer that actually caught him from behind.
Stopped at the, that's their 14th first down. He stopped, it looks like on the 23-yard line. So this is the one returning skilled player that they had. He was also a very good defensive player last year. They have been focusing on offense this year, Marcus Barnett. He's been the story.
Well, and the guys up front blocking for him.
Oh, sure.
The story as well. 5 guys that are huge.
Barnett again never seems to get tired. This time to the 22, gain him a couple.
I think he's got 20 carries.
6.5 minutes left. Neshaminy trying to seal this 14-0 lead. Maybe add to it.
And they've dominated the time of possession here in the second half. What little chance the Raiders have had on offense, they were, unable to mount anything, and Neshaminy just gets the ball back.
2nd and 9. Baker, man shifts left to right. Barnett running right, looks, cuts it back. He's hit, but he picks up about 3 or 4 into about the 18-yard line.
No need to throw the football here. I mean, they could if and they want another touchdown, but with 5:46 and their defense dominating the game as well, and they just want to keep that clock moving. Give the ball to Barnett, who's certainly going to be tired. I hope he's not too tired to go to the boardwalk when the game's over.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and about 6. Baker is going to throw, or he was. He's hit for a big loss back around the 30-yard line.
Yep, picking it again, Tom. Coming in off that defensive back or linebacker spot, wherever he is. He's out there on that far left side of the defense. And again, why would you want to throw the ball there? I mean, you're dominating time of possession. You're dominating the line of scrimmage. The only thing that can happen bad is throw the ball, either interception or, in that case, it could have been a fumble after a sack. I mean, if I'm them, I'm just running the football. I'm running Barnett the rest of the game.
4th, about 15 on the 29. And he's going to throw it again. Now he runs up the middle and he's wrapped up. Ocean City will take over on its own 27-yard line.
Yeah, I would have, well, whatever. That's why I'm up here and they're down there, but I'm surprised that they would.
They don't really need points right now.
Exactly.
They'd like to have another touchdown, but.
Yeah, I mean, and in the meantime, if Ocean City gets an opportunity and airs one out downfield to get somebody behind the defense, it's a one-touchdown game. And they're certainly capable of doing that if Gunnels gets a little time.
He's got it back to his right. Knee-high snap. Sees some running room. Outruns some people. Gets to the sidelines. He's out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Well, that's going to be close to first down. Yard or two short.
Correct.
And that time, you know, realized he wasn't going to take the hit and got himself out of bounds. I was glad to see that because for another couple of yards wasn't going to be worth it.
Gunnels back to his right. Low snap. Hands it off. Ooh. Hogue is hit at the 35-yard line.
Well, they did a good job just to get that handoff.
I was Saluda. I'm sorry. Saluda was stopped right at the 35-yard line. So they're 2 yards short of the first down. Third down.
Set up less than 4 minutes to go. No, that was Bucky's with the tackle that time.
Play action. Gunnels has gone long. It's going to be a battle for the ball. It's got to be pass interference.
It's going to be interference. Yep.
Did they throw a flag?
I don't see it, but they're all running down there.
Well, they don't have to go that far. It's only a 15-yard penalty. Though I do think it would be something to consider that the NFL rule is spot a foul.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? If a guy gets behind you and is going to score a touchdown, why wouldn't you tackle him?
And that's why the NFL did that.
Sure.
That's 100 yards in penalties. So it moves it to the 50, first and 10.
3 minutes and 40 seconds. Clock stopped. Neshaminy going to get one more stop. Football back.
Gunnels puts it way up in the air. Can he run under it? Is it picked off?
Yeah.
Yes. Interception at the 15-yard line. Just kind of threw that up and let his receiver run under it, but the defender was in the right position and he picked it off.
And again, you know, trying to make something happen, and you got to give credit to the defense. Just airing it out and hoping his guy's going to be able to catch it.
He makes a huge play. He became the receiver.
So the same defender who committed the pass interference makes that interception. Now they got to just run the clock out here. 3.5 minutes left.
Plus they're on their own 15. I don't want to make a mistake there. So Neshaminy about to get their season off to a good start. And there he goes, Barnett. He is knocked off his feet, but he gets to the Ocean City 40.
Well, I'll say one thing. Twice he's broken free, and twice somebody's caught him from behind.
I think it was Hogue that time.
I think you're right.
Ball's going to be at the 38-yard line. That's what's that, a 47-yard run?
Yeah.
No, 38, 40, 53. Yeah. 47-yard run.
It's got to be over 100.
In this quarter. He's been a workhorse. And while they have, made a few nice pass plays, I think this is the type of season they're going to have. Running the ball with mostly Barnett. There's a couple of yards.
Well, you don't know. I would agree with you, Tom, except for the fact that they may have play some teams on their schedule who are going to be able to match up with them better on the line of scrimmage, and if that's the case, they may have to throw the ball a little bit just to keep the running, the defense honest against the run.
True. Gain of 2 at 2nd and 8. Clock continues to run. It's down to 2:50. Ocean City will use timeouts. Receivers to each side. Baker gets the snap. That's Barnett, keeps his balance inside the 35 to the 33 or 34. And Ocean City calls timeout. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 for Neshaminy.
You got it.
We'll take timeout for this message and we'll be right back.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Receivers to each side. Baker. Now Neshaminy calls timeout. So something they saw they didn't like. So I imagine they're going to change it. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Phone them at 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Third and 5. Neshaminy trying to keep the ball and wrap this thing up. And they hit it off the left side, down the left sidelines. Is he in? Did he stay in bounds?
He got a great block when it just looked like he was going to get tackled.
He did. Julian Hammond, the junior, 5'7", 185-pound running back, kept his balance, stayed in bounds, and scores a clinching touchdown.
Yeah, Ocean City's defense has played pretty well in this football game, Tom, and that last touchdown hurts a little bit, but they just met up against a better team here tonight.
Extra point, the Castro is good. People on the boardwalk need to duck. 21-0. Neshaminy leads Ocean City in the final minutes of the fourth quarter. Winning teams know the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now, you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements. And they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464. The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006 and proudly supports Raider sports. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569. The RJH Insurance Group. And we would be remiss in this game, the first one after the terrible situation that cost Ray Rogers his life. One of the top football players Ocean City's ever had. And it's just a tragedy. Any death is a tragedy, but the way it all happened, and we send the best to the Rogers family and all of his friends and relatives.
You know, Tom, and more than once tonight I've thought about Ray Rogers racing across the field to make that tackle that we talked about.
Corey Collins.
I mean, he was on the far side of the field, and Collins was running down this sideline right underneath his press box. And I don't know. I've said it. I can't believe he actually had that kind of effort and yet was able to make the stop short of the touchdown. He was a great athlete, Ray Rogers.
Gunnels in the flat. He gets it to Hogue, who picks up a couple of yards, well defensed. He still holds the school record for interceptions in a career, shares the record for interceptions in a game, and has the longest kickoff return for a touchdown in school history. So there's lots of other things off the field too, but certainly one of the great football players Ocean City's had.
I might want to give my quarterback a rest here so nothing bad happens in the last minute and a half. You're not going to win the football game.
Back to his right. Now they shift. Gunnels, quick pass, too high and into through the hands of Hogue. It'll be third down. Third and about 8. You know, you said a lot about the, and for good reason, the line, defensive and offensive, of Neshaminy, but their defensive secondary's done well.
Yep, they have.
Ocean City's got a strong-armed quarterback and 4 or 5 very good receivers, 2 of them with great experience, and you know they only had a couple of big plays.
The thing is, they dropped 5, 6, 7 guys into coverage because the guys up front are able to do what they're doing.
Gunnels back to throw, rolling right, being chased, and he just throws it away.
So there you had 4 or 5 defensive backs against 3 receivers. So it's a lot easier to, have good coverage there.
So he's going to punt the ball. Moyer is.
They could take a knee now if they are of a mind to 3 times.
Some of these teams have long rides, but it will be, rather a pleasant one for Neshaminy. No school tomorrow. It doesn't matter too much what time they get back. So I guess they're paying for the bus by the hour.
They probably have the bus in their district.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these teams bring the really nice buses. I don't know. On the matter of fact, I did see school buses that said Neshaminy on the side. They're going to use a timeout here. It's 21-0. Neshaminy leads Ocean City. If you or somebody hopes to continue playing sports in college, Bill Shawcross at Crossover Productions can help. Bill can assist you in putting your best foot forward with a professionally produced highlight video at an affordable price. All sports are welcome. No job too big or too small. Bill's has more than 30 years of experience recording sports events and creating edited videos. Call him at 609-513-8950 to talk about putting together a video presentation that will get colleges interested. Crossover Productions, producing quality video since 1991. And it seems like that's how long Bill has been in the press box today. Since he feels like he's been here since 1991. A long day. He produced the first 3 games and is not only producing this game, but operating the top camera. And here's the stare down for the punt. Good snap. gets it downfield. They just run away from it and gets a nice roll out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, it looked like.
Yeah, so now, you might just take a knee, but on the other hand, you got some guys in the game probably who haven't played, and they don't want to take a knee. They want to,
I agree.
see what they can do.
Yeah, I've always thought that. You put those subs in, give them a chance. The ball's on the 17, it looks like. Ocean City back here Thursday against Mainland, who shut out Egg Harbor Township this morning 37-0 on this field. And they do take a knee. So they have to do it one more time. And that'll be it. Ocean City plays Mainland here Thursday, 6 o'clock. And then they don't play again until 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's actually just the next week, but it's a Saturday. So they go Thursday, and then the following week, Saturday at Cedar Creek.
Oh, they're going to come right back. Of course, Mainland gets a little less rest than they do, only by, half a day. But both teams are going to come back on a short week.
Yep.
So many guys on the field like football.
Mainland had a diversified offense. Used 2 or 3 different people at quarterback and running backs. It was Colin Cook, who's one of the great athletes in the Cape Atlantic League, a junior, was a big part of it. And of course, as you mentioned, Jabril Mace. So there'll be a challenge, and of course they shut out Egg Harbor Township, so their defense has played well.
Probably one more.
There it is. And now they can celebrate a little bit. Their trip to the shore.
And obviously, Tom, they certainly deserve to win the game. They're the better football team out here. And yet, one thing, there were a lot of penalties, which, is typical early on.
Yeah.
But a good, clean, hard-fought football game. No silliness, no nonsense out there. And maybe partially because, these aren't rivals and they're not used to playing each other, but a good hard-fought football game, and what are you going to say other than right now the better team won?
21-0. Marcus Barnett scored twice from 8 and 18 yards, and Julian Hammond from 27. 3 extra points by Caden Nicastro, and Neshaminy wins it 21-0. And they have a lot of teams have, we said, trips to make from Carey Stadium after this event, as do they. But it'll be an enjoyable ride filled with celebration. One thing that they're going to have to think about in this event, because of the new NJSIAA rule, it says no games played against non-NJSIAA members count in the power ratings. So this game doesn't count as far as Ocean City's concerned, which is not bad for them. But that's every sport. They're the out-of-state teams may end up playing other out-of-state teams, because a lot of New Jersey teams might not want to play out-of-state teams in the future.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, a full day. It starts at 10:30 with Delran against Wayne Valley. Deshaun Hendricks and Harry Sachs will have the description. At 1:30, it's Toms River North against Washington Township with Mike Frankel and Mark Narducci. At 4:30, St. Augustine against St. Peter's Prep, Tony Blum and Sam Jenkins. And at 7:30, Red Bank Catholic and St. John Vianney with Mike Gill and Mark Narducci. You can listen to all of them by going to primeevents.net. There's separate links for each game there. And also, don't forget the BFA kickoff show. That's 30 minutes before that 10:30 kickoff. And you can watch that by also going to primeevents.net. It'll take you right to the player for the show that BFA does prior to each day's games. So, 3 one-sided games. Mainland wins, Salem wins, and Downingtown West wins. And then this game was not one-sided, but dominated pretty much by the line and the running back from Neshaminy. They win it 21-0.
Yeah, this is nice, Tom. Each, two teams together at midfield as opposed to each team in its own, close to its own end zone after the game. So I like seeing stuff like this.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day. This is the 100th game coming up this year between Ocean City and Pleasantville. And Pleasantville's going to make a big deal out of it. They're talking about a parade and all kinds of things. And they may combine the bands and do a number. The cheerleaders might do a cheer together. Things like that they used to do. I remember years and years ago, both schools would have a rally or an assembly, maybe a couple hours apart, and the Ocean City coach and captains would go to the Pleasantville rally and vice versa. You're right. Those kind of things are what it makes you think of that little league kid that got hit in the head.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
He gets to first base, and his concern is that the pitcher's upset.
Right.
Goes in and hugs the guy.
Yep.
So those are the people that give you hope. Okay, great job by Bill Shawcross today and the other people working on our video coverage, and we'll have 4 more games tomorrow and 3 on Sunday. Final again, Neshaminy wins it 21-0 over Ocean City. Check primeevents.net tomorrow for more action in the battle at the beach.
When you shop at Walmart, you get it. You spend a little less. And you can carry